The Crypto Markets Update is brought to you by KuCoin, the best place to find the next crypto gem.
Markets seem calm, or are they? Joining us now to discuss is JJ Kinahan. He's CEO of online trading firm IG North America. Welcome, JJ.
Good morning. Good to be with you again. How are you?
Glad seeing you again. So Ether, we've been focusing a lot here on Bitcoin, but Ether, you see, has hit an interesting, I don't want to say milestone, but it's broken below a key support level. Exactly what's going on here, and can you explain? I think we have a chart right here. What's going on here, and why does this concern you?
Well, it concerns me primarily because, you guys have spent a lot of time today talking about what's going on with the SBF situation, et cetera. And I think one of the things that's happening across crypto right now, quite honestly, is a sense of perhaps new money wanting to really get into the market, and with a little bit of a crisis of confidence. Now, I think overall we are over that crisis of confidence, if you will, but as we go forward, I think it's going to be a little bit slower growth pattern. And so overall, I think, Bitcoin and crypto, to me, being the two leading coins that the general public tends to be most familiar with, they have to lead the way in order for the rest of the crypto market to gain momentum. And so what do you need to gain momentum? Primarily, you need new money coming in. And so whenever you get to support, or I should say, when you get to resistance levels, and we've seen in the past, Ether having trouble getting over this 1250, 1300 level. We've seen Bitcoin having trouble getting over this 20,000 level. And so, I say to myself, can we see that new money, that momentum come in to really take us in a convincing fashion away from these resistance levels? So I think the next, from now till the end of the year, is going to be really, really interesting to me to see if we start to see that, or do we see people say, hey, I'm going to regroup a little bit right now, get out of some of my coins, wait till 2023 and reinvest in that time, which is a behavior pattern we often see in other asset classes.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you might see some selling because of a lot of people trying to harvest those tax losses as best they can. I know I'm doing that. Nonetheless, it's still, when I look at that chart, it kind of looks more like it's going sideways, not breaking down. It's as so much as it's just going straight across, as flatlining. Do you think that this crisis of confidence, though, will subside in the coming year, in 2023, after those tax losses have been harvested and people now have, a little bit of credit back from all the gains they made in 2022 and 2021? Right. Do you think that they'll actually go back into crypto, or do you think that they're probably going to still stay on the sidelines while things fall apart?
Well, I'll answer it. That's kind of two questions in one. So I'll answer the first part being, going sideways to me is actually a victory. When you're in this type of a situation, where, as you just mentioned, there might be some tax loss selling, et cetera, I think if you get through the end of the year going sideways, I would look at that more as building momentum and building a base. So I think if you're long crypto right now, you're really saying to yourself, can we just stay, in 1 to 3% of the levels we're at right now? Because to me, that's all about building a base, and that will build longer term confidence. It's the sell-offs that are really going to hurt you if they're more, if they're more than 3%, et cetera. So that's not the part I think to really worry about. There will be, in my opinion, some pressure for exactly the reasons you're talking about, as you're saying you're doing in your own personal account, and that is taking some tax harvest losses. So that may, in the last week or so, start to put a little bit more pressure. Now, the crisis of confidence, as we talk about that, one of the things that for us, we're viewing this as an opportunity. We just released a wallet, a self-custody wallet, and I think that actually in our waiting list has been incredible, as we're gonna come out with it here over the next month or so. And so I think what's going to happen is things may switch where more people want to take custody, just like we saw in the equity markets, et cetera. More people became self-directed investors 20, 25 years ago as the opportunity opened up to do so, and they realized they could control their own future. I think you're going to see the exact same thing in terms of self-custody wallets, where many more people are going to turn to that as an alternative because they want to be able to control everything they can do in there, which is exactly why we came out with this timing and the opportunities that's going to give people going forward. Do I believe that people are going to head back to crypto in 2023? I absolutely do, because every asset class, everything like this has some downward movement, if you will, that usually actually leads it to be stronger and the players who are left to be stronger going forward, which is why I think going sideways is really such a big victory.